we should be flying past this number, an ecosystem, any second now. Yoink! There we go, we got an ecosystem. So hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Planet Crafter. I'm 7foot Dustbunny, and today we're starting with a minor confession. For one, I'm making bee larvae, and I'm not quite sure I remember why, because it's been, should we say, a few weeks since I last played. Many of the episodes you've been watching were recorded a bit in advance, and I don't remember what I was doing. And unfortunately, the last episode I recorded, you will never see, because as you see there, we opened the wormhole, or wormhole portal, or whatever, and we went through. And we went through the portal, like this, to an amazing new world that looked like this. And we went back and forth many times. And in this world, we found apparently a box which I've not picked up, or just ignored the stuff within it because it's not particularly useful to me. But we found this hole, this doom pit, and inside was a craft, and there were a few other little bits down here, but nothing particularly exciting. And anyway, in this craft, I picked up all those bits because I eventually ferried stuff outside. But this craft was pretty, if I turn the light on, he says, was pretty extensive. And I was really proud of myself because I used so many flares to help myself guide my way through it and figure it all out and visit every aspect of it. And we got quite a few bits of like DNA stuff and things like that, which I'll show you in the sorted area. I'm gonna pick these up because I might as well keep the parts, haven't I? Just realised while I was coming back. Yeah, we got lots of DNA and things like that. I will show you in the crafting box. But unfortunately, there was some sort of fault and the recording just didn't save. So I have no recording, not even a partial recording or anything to go back to show you all the bits we actually got and put you through me getting lost for hours on end. But having said that, I've kept this portal open to this location. It was a rarity 5, difficulty 5. And yeah, we got a few items in there to sort here, like genetic traits, more genetic traits, a whole bunch of rocket engines, genetic traits, bacteria, and also we picked up some access cards and more rocket engines. So many rocket engines. And we'll take that one, I think, as well. We'll take that power cell. So many rocket engines, and actually so many explosives, right? Ready-made explosives and things like that we picked up. Quite a few pink crystal as well. And yeah, it was all in all quite fruitful. But obviously I can't show any of it to you. So I'm sorry to say there's nothing I can do. It's all lost. Now, after I came back, I started making bee larvae. For what purpose, I do not remember. I felt like I needed a bunch of them for something. And I've checked in here, and I still am none the wiser as to what it was. I mean, tier 5 drills are now available, which means we're going to go and take out a bunch of those drills out there and fix up some new ones. That's going to be step 1. But step 2 today is going to be, I now have enough keys to enter the big hidden door far, far below. So that is also something that's on today's docket. So let's dump that down. I'm going to dump those. We'll keep these because heaven knows I might actually figure out what the hell I want them for. And we're going to get rid of a bunch of these. Is this a T1 or a T2? He says. This is a T1. Okay. So this is only a T1. So I think I'm going to take this one apart. And we'll look at building a T2 here. And we'll take a bunch of these drills down as well. And see if we can construct enough. Let's ferry all this back and forth. And hopefully as well, if I start ferrying all this back and forth, like splopping all this in, you'll hear this. Yeah. And that's me making a bunch of super alloy rods. So let's also make, we've got, what's that, 6, 7, 8, 9 I think you need for an osmium rod. Yoink, there we go. Because we'll make that into an osmium rod. And then we can plonk that down. And firstly, we'll make a new T2 optimizer, which we already have the bits for mostly. And we need obsidian and we need the other 2 pressure multipliers. Because if we're going to build there, we may as well do the whole thing. Because we've got another couple of pressure multipliers. Don't think we need the heat multipliers as much. I think heat is not so much of a problem. It says maybe, maybe not. But do I want to do it here, or do I want to spread out a bit? I'm thinking I might want to spread out over this way a bit and do it over here somewhere. Because obviously I did like the heaters over here, and that's worked out okay. So I'm wondering maybe if I can find a decent space out this way, I can do the miners. Let's see. I mean, we got the blood trees over here. Oh, hello. Hello, I think I spy another warden key. Hello. Excellent. Wish I could deconstruct these warden's altars. But that's another warden key to add to the pile. Right. But I'm thinking maybe I can do it here somewhere. This looks like a good spot, round about here. Right, let's drop the machine down there. And we will yoink, yoink, yoink. Good. And then we need to make, was it 8 of the T5 drills. Okay, so should be loaded up now with me trade rockets just come back. Should be loaded up now with enough to make 8 T1 miners. So let's have a look-see and see. I say T1, T5. You know what I mean. So 1, a frog display. Excellent, okay. 2, that's clipping slightly, but we'll ignore it. 3. Come on. 4. That's still clipping slightly, but again, we'll try and ignore it. We're not going to see it all the time. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. You went green for a minute. 5. 6. If I put one further out, if I put a couple further out here, are they going to be in the catchment zone? Is the question. And I don't like that one. That one's too far off the beaten path. Right, let's see. This area is fairly close, so let's see about putting a couple over here. Let's put one like right here somewhere. Oh, come on. Let the rocks just disappear, will you? If I put it here, will that do? And let's have a look. We should be able to check. We should be able to get information off it. Come on. Do we have to like stand right under you to get the display to come up? Nope. Hang on. It was working there for a second. I got it when I was on top of it. I got some sort of a display there. Yep. I can see it, but I can't see if it's boosted. Yes, pressure boosted by 1500% in microscopic writing right there. Excellent. Okay, so... Oh, I'm one bloody... That's annoying. I'm one super alloy rod short. I'm sure I counted enough. Never mind. I will make another one. Oh, and do, by the way, if you're listening, let me know how the sound is sounding as it should be sounding okay. As I have made a minor alteration to my sound setup. Now, it should result in a tiny bit less noise. But we'll see, because it might result in my voice being quieter. So we'll see. Okay, so according to me, that should now be boosted as well. Yoink, and it is. So we now have, should be 8 boosted. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't count. Hang on. Can't count how many. 1, 2, 3. It says 3, pointing to this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, perfect. Okay, so 8 there, all made, all boosted, all good to go. Now, next up on the list is going to be, I think, the cards, but I'm gonna have a look just at how our terraforming index is coming along, because obviously it's flying up. I've always wondered, I mean, I don't think the game looks at it this way, but I've always wondered if you should have, like, obviously certain things you would need to stop at certain points. Like, I mean, pressure is insane, and we have 35.0 pascals, which we actually need. I think it's like 1,000 pascals or 10,000 pascals to make a bar, so to make 1 atmosphere. Oxygen, we're still quite a way off. Heat, we're at micro Kelvin. You see, we're still miles away on heat as well. So I mean, just out of interest, how much heat do they produce? I mean, they produce some heat, but those produce a lot more heat and are doing more heat. I mean, worst comes to worst, I could build more. I have enough for another set of miners. Another set of heat multipliers. Now I've suddenly remembered what the bees are for. I remember what the bees are for. Yay! I completely remember what the bees are for. You're waiting for me to tell you, aren't you? Well, if you haven't figured it out yet, this is what the bees are for. Now, if I'm looking here, these numbers are going up reasonable, but the animals have already surpassed insects, and I need more insects, and I'm not getting enough insects. And if we look at power, we're doing fine. If we look at technology here, terraformation, oxygen, heat, we've basically got everything, yeah? So if we look here, biomass, okay, we still need more. That's fine. That's coming along. Biomass we can work on. But we are lacking insects, and we're going to need a lot of insects to unlock things here. We're going to need 12 kilotons of insects, and at the moment we're not bringing up insects very much, which kind of sucks. Now, animals, we're going to get to, you know, unlocked at 1 kiloton. We're going to get to a kiloton in not too long. By the time we get a few animal habitats and stuff, we're going to be laughing. So we need to accelerate insects. And I realized that I can build a rocket. Where is it? I don't need to visualize my drones. Where is it? There is an insect spreader rocket which requires 5 bees. And I wanted to make a few of these, in fact. Because my rate of what I need as well is like I wouldn't mind a plant one as well. So we might do a couple of plant rockets as well. So I think the plan before we go down that tunnel is to set up a couple of additional rockets, preferably a bunch of bee rockets. Now, I'm sure I have more of these. Let's keep going. I need to make more and more and more and more and more of these. And I'm gonna use pretty much every uncommon lava I have. I don't have any bees here. So, I mean, I figure you've got 3 here, and each one, I need 3 of them. Oh, really? I need 3 of them to produce a rocket. And I want to make at least 3 rockets, absolute minimum. Okay, so the weather may be hideous out there, and it's blowing a gale. And I'm not quite sure why it looks like this. Hopefully this will be about to change in a second. Because you may say, why have you got these bits? This isn't nothing to do with bees. And you're right, it is nothing to do with bees, as I come running back to show you. So at the moment we're producing, if we say that many grams a second, that is basically just over half a ton a second of plants. Now total biomass, we actually need a lot. Over 85 kilotons. Now plants is making up most of that, the rest is being made up by insects and animals. Now we do need kilotons of insects, don't get me wrong, but we need most of that to be made up by plants. So I'm thinking to give plants a bit of a boost as well. And then we're going to start on the insects afterwards. At the moment we've got insects coming in at just over about 1.3 kilograms a second. That is not a lot. So that is going to need a big boost. But we're going to start off by boosting plants. So we want a plant rocket. This one. Yoink. And we're going to launch it. And do your best launching. Bye bye plant rocket. And hopefully that will make the world go greener again for a second. And then we're going to want a plant rocket. And then we're going to launch it. Bye bye. And yes, the world has gone greener and shall proceed to go much greener, I should imagine. Hopefully, maybe. And then you are going to make a plant rocket. You see where this is going. And we're going to launch it. And we're going to watch that number start accelerating. As there goes my trade rocket at the same time. How cool is that? 2 rockets going up at once. It's awesome. And then we're going to want a plant rocket. And then we're going to launch it. Yes. So this should see some acceleration in the plant department, he says, hopefully. Then we got another plant rocket, and I think that's going to be... Oh no, one more to go. And then we're going to launch it. So that is going to make quite a few plant rockets. Quite a lot of plant rockets. I don't know if we have to wait, how much we have to wait for them to go up to get all the full effect of them, or whether I've done them too close together, because that would be annoying if I did. But that should now have my rockets or my plants coming in at... Oh yes. Oh yes, this has gone up a lot. We're now at what? Is that, here you go, 2.2 tons per second. So that seems much better. Now to do something similar for insects. And I am actually prepared for this. Yoink! Here we have 4 rockets worth for insects. And I shall probably continue to put more up as well. So we're going to go for an insect rocket. And we're going to launch it. Bees in space! Go! Off they go. What colour does the world go for bees? Just out of interest. I'm intrigued to find out. Apparently it doesn't change colour for bees. Oh no, I think you get this sort of sunny feel. Maybe that's what it is. I was expecting honey to fall from the heavens. So yes, we have 4 of these to go up. So this should start making a big difference, he says, because we've got all the extra plants now. I mean, I can't say that I've really noticed it flying up like that, but you know, it's hard to say. I'll have to look back at the start of the video and compare how fast the number was flying up at the start of the video to how fast it was flying up at the end. Because I think during this video we should have made significant progress, shall we say, in the speed in which terraforming is occurring. Really? Am I one short? Am I one short? Ugh, don't fall. Okay, I might be one short. Let's go over and see. I thought I picked this one up. Really? I'm one short. Bugger. Okay. Gonna need to pick these bits up and get that last rocket underway. Because that was disappointing. I thought I had one more in me. Okay, let me get this last bee making. And we'll get that one done and we'll launch that off. Okay, and now we are ready, he says. So let's get that last insect rocket up there and launch. And off it goes. Sort of. Go, go. Thank you. And that has now, or should have now, so 4 of those, that should be like 6,000 times. Or something like that. We are now producing, yes, just shy of 83 kilos a second. Okay, that's good stuff. 83 kilos a second, and as you can see, that number is moving significantly faster now, which is nice to see. So I mean, that's good. We should be flying past this number, an ecosystem, any second now. Yoink! There we go, we got an ecosystem. What's an ecosystem? Let's check that out. Ecosystem. So we need common lava, T2 mutagen, bacteria, algae, T2 fertilizer, and you produce plants and insects. You produce quite a lot of insects, actually, quite a significant amount of insects. So that'd be 187 grams a second of insects. So I think we want a bunch of these. Question is, how many common lava do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think we're gonna go for all 8. Because that would be over another kilo times 6,000, which would be nice, I'm guessing. Maybe. So let's we'll drink one of those just to top things up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what else do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what else do we need? Oh, we're not going to have 8 T2 mutagen, are we? Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dang. What do we need to make a couple more T2 mutagen? Oh, we need more common lava. And we need honey. Oh, trade-off. So I guess we trade off one against the other for now. Because we can trade off that, can't we? Yoink. Actually, let's see. If I can make 2 on my travels, maybe I can pick up 2 more common laves. Like that. Because at the moment we're going to be too short. We've got enough of these now. We just need 8 bacteria and 8 T2 fertilizer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 bacteria. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 it is. Because I'm going to leave myself space. So, I think now we have a nice little space here where we left our other lot. Let's chuck an ecosystem down here. Doink. Beautiful. Info power. Sorry. Does that say info power or something? But that should be fine, right? And what does this do? Open ecosystem. It produces lava? I'm saying, of some description? Or do I put lava in? It looks to me like it produces lava. So I'm going to say supply all and we'll see what happens. And I'm going to make a couple of these around various places here. So I don't think spreading this out makes any difference whatsoever, but it feels like the right thing to do. You know what I mean? You sort of spread these things around and you think, it feels like that's what you should do. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop a couple more and see if I can come across a couple more common larvae on my way round. Because, you know, why wouldn't you drop an ecosystem somewhere in the desert? Just to sort of help things along. Like right here. Like a lovely spot for it. In fact, was that a lava on the ground there? No, it wasn't. New blueprint. Rare lava. Okay. Loving it. This is great. These are coming in thick and fast, and this will be... There we go, there's one of our missing common lava. And there's another one. Excellent. And I was going to try and take a drink there. Gauge ready full, there we go. So here we are up at Stargate Land. And I'm dropping a couple up here as well, I think. Because why on earth not? Let's chuck one there. And oh my god, my kid walks like an elephant outside. If you can't hear that, I've picked that one up before. I'm gonna drop one over here. We seem to be producing a bunch of trees here, which I don't actually have any tree spreaders here, so that's interesting. And then what I'm probably gonna do is drop one in what I called like Warden Land, you know, and we'll drop one there, and then we'll go back and see how we're doing on the amount of insects we're producing, because that should be 8, which yeah should be well over, or it should be a good boost. Let's go to the Warden sector here. Here we go. This is out in this area. This looks like a great place to drop one, no? It's a little habitat of its own already. So let's put one of our little ecosystems down to help fund it. There we go. Boink. And done. Okay, those ecosystems are down. Yeah, sometimes I don't feel like that number is accelerating quite as fast as I might expect it to. But that might just be in my head. Let's try going home. And let's have a look at how we're doing. Let's turn the light off here and see how we're doing on insects. We are now at... Ooh, is that 17 tons? No, not 17 tons. So 1,000 grams per kilo, so there you go, that's 173 kilos a second. So that's not bad. So we're actually rapidly flying up towards T2 beehives as well. I mean, this is absolutely monstrous acceleration now on insects, which is just awesome. What the hell is going on? We have another... it doesn't appear to have been a meteor crash out here. I thought those were like something from a meteor crash, but they're frogs. But yes, we have now, quite frankly, a massive income of these, and then we can beehive. Now we're talking. Look, insects 890 compared to the current. So most of that I think we're going to get from an existing beehive. So if we take this one down, we get our fertilizer, super alloy, and our bee larvae back. So we just need bark and T2 fertilizer. So let's get some bark and T2 fertilizer and make use of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna say, I don't know how many I've got. 3, 4. I know I've got a couple kicking around. So let's have a quick look here. So let's plonk that one down. See, it keeps sounding like the power is going down. Now in theory, I'm guessing this should supply honey faster. If I just said supply honey, okay, and it produces honey. Production time 130 seconds. Now the current one, I think there's one out over. No, that's not it. I'm sure there's one around here somewhere though. Sure, there's another couple around here. There's definitely a couple up at the Stargate. I thought I had another one around here somewhere. I can't see it. I'm gonna go up to the Stargate and see about the couple there. And then I'll try and check how many I've got left. So I'm sure there's 2 up at the Stargate here. And those are over here with these plants. With the plant spreaders and all of that jazz. Let's grab a quick drink while we're in the area. Yes, there should be one here and one there. Definitely. And cannot deconstruct, yes, because there's... Oh, don't worry, I'll take that. And we will make a T2. Yoink. Job's good one. And supply honey if you don't mind. That's 160. And you're still being boosted, right? You are. Which is freaking awesome. Because that way you're producing 7.8 kilos per second. Nice. You? Oh no, you're producing... That's plant 7.8. Sadly, not 7.8 kilos of insects per second. So what's the production time on this? 160 seconds. So production time is a little bit less. A little bit, sorry, more. But not crazy more. Okay. I am tempted to make a couple more of those. Because that should be making an amazing difference. I mean, we should already be able to go back and see that now brought up to additional kilos of income, because we've done like increased by 2 kilos naturally, and we're multiplying that by 6,000%, so that should be quite a lot, he says. There we go. We're up to... Well, we've almost doubled it. We're almost up to just over around 1/3 of a ton at every second. Which is pretty swift. But in a minute, this is going to slow right back down again. Because we're going to be at... Because we're... I don't know, Giga, Google, whatever, Giga. And now then we're going to be at terraforming index. And we've got quite a way to go. We've got to get to 5. We've got to get to 5 to finish. And, you know, my goal is going to be to finish. But regardless of whether I go back with the wardens or whether I go back with my own people, I want to complete terraforming this planet. But I mean, plants is still pretty slow. I mean, that is kilotons it's going up by, rather than this, which is absolutely hammering up now. And I mean, if I look here, we got beehive 3. We can see we have one other beehive somewhere. So I was right, we do have one other beehive somewhere, which I guess I will find and fix. And I'll probably produce a couple more, and I might even produce a couple more rockets to go up, because I still think we're gonna need it, if you know what I mean. I really do. I still think we're gonna need Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. This is producing bee larvae. Screw that. We've got rockets coming out of our ears now. This is going to be awesome. I don't need that. So, oh, now I'm full. Bugger. Let's check some honey back there. So, I need that. If I've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we have some osmium rods, which was something we needed. A couple of additional rockets. That's superfood. Hang on. I'm lost in my own building. Rockets are here. A couple of rockets. And what was the other thing I needed? Brain. I don't remember. Damn it. I don't remember. What was the other thing I needed? T2 mutagen. Balls. Okay. T2 mutagen, which was not so easy to make, because for that I needed common larvae, didn't I? Crap. Okay. So off camera, I am going to find my other beehive, sort that out, and put up probably at least 2 more insect rockets. And as someone warned me, I would want lots of common larvae. They weren't wrong, because now I'm on the hunt for common larvae. I was not picking them up fast enough. I was like, they're common, they're everywhere. What do I need that many for? Well, now we know. But next time, I think we will actually go down into that crater and unlock that 5 keycard door and see what's down there. Sorry we didn't get around to it this time, and sorry about the lost episode. Hopefully, but you will join me for that next time. Thanks a lot.